Oh, my friends, I say and I say again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been bamboozled. You've been led astray. Run amok. Hog swoggled. Bushwhacked. You done fell for the okie dokie. You done fell for the old brick in the bag. Don't make me start preaching up in here. Woo!
Goldwing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
What's up, YouTube? Your boy Chris out on the Goldwing. In this video, I want to entitle it Dear Honda Part 2. Dear Honda Part 2. Before we get into the Goldwing, I want to send a prayer request out to Eddie Potter, who was injured on his motorcycle. 3 deer ran out in front of him. He was able to dodge 2 of them, but he hit the 3rd one and was thrown from his bike. His wife put it up on the Facebook group. So I just want to say to Eddie Potter, we're keeping you in our prayers. Get well soon, my brother. Get well soon. Everybody pray for Eddie Potter, who was injured on his motorcycle. Also, in this video, I want to talk about my iron butt ride very quickly. For those that do not follow me on Facebook, I did put it up on the Facebook group, and I did forget to tell you guys that I completed my iron butt ride. It is official. Your boy Chris is a true iron butt. And like I said, I put it up on my Facebook group, but I have people in my Facebook group that don't follow me on YouTube, and I have people on YouTube that do not follow me on Facebook. So I just want to put it out there for you guys. I want to congratulate Lady Love and Humdinger for riding with me. We did over 2,200 miles, and we completed the Iron Butt Challenge. It is official that I, along with Lady Love and Humdinger, are Iron Butt riders. So congratulations. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about my last vid. I entitled it Dear Honda, and it's just my part 2. I just want to kind of piggyback on talking about the new 2018 Goldwing. After putting that video out, the responses was overwhelming. Got a lot of good feedback, So I just want to thank you guys for chiming in on the video, Dear Honda. This is just the part 2. I kind of want to piggyback off of it. I was reading some of the comments, and one of the comments said that change is inevitable and we need to embrace change, and basically we need to just go with it, because if not, we're going to be left behind. Another comment, one of the viewers said that back when Honda went from the 1100 to the 1500, people was not embracing the change, but eventually had to move with technology. A third comment said that Honda had the exact same problem with the 1500 when they went to the 1800, is that people didn't want to change. They wanted that 1500, but eventually they embraced the 1800. And all of that is true. I don't disagree with any of that. But let me add this to it. The difference between the early 80s and now is that we have internet. So that means that everything we do now is instantaneous. If you don't like something, you put it out there and it'll travel across the world in seconds. You can tell the people on one end of the world that you don't like something on the other end of the world. In today's time, things are instantaneous. So the difference between back in the day and now is everything is right now. So if you don't like something, like people are not really embracing the smaller Goldwing like they do the big Goldwing, and the word is traveling. I mean, the word is out. From what I can tell on the poll that I took on my Facebook group, 99.999999% of the viewers prefer the big body style. And that was the question that I put out. If Honda can create you the perfect Goldwing, would it be a big body style or a little body style? Most people, 99.999% of people said that they prefer the big body style. Now, there are some advantages to the slim style. The bike is lighter. It's not as top heavy. It is easily maneuverable. I think women will love it because it's easier to handle than a big top heavy GL 1800. But when you get out on the highway and you have a big heavy bike, you need something that can run with those big trucks. If the bike is real light, the wind is going to push it around, the lighter that the bike is. If a deer or something come out, the lighter bike has a greater chance of going down than a bigger, heavier bike. Now, the heavier bike could go down, but if the bike is heavier, you got a greater chance of knocking that deer back to where he came from. So that's just something to think about. But most people say they prefer the big body style over the small body style. What do you guys think? So I want you to put that down in the comment section below. Do you prefer a big body style over the slim body style? I'm not talking about the engine. I'm not talking about the DCT. I'm not talking about LEDs. I'm talking about just on the size alone. If Honda was going to create you the perfect Goldwing, would you prefer it to be a big body style Goldwing or a small body style Goldwing? So put that down in the comment section below. But one of the questions that I want to bring up, that I want you guys to think about, is do you think that Honda really made a technical, logical marvel? A lot of people talked about the new technology of the new Goldwing. But my question to you is, do you think that Honda really made a technical, logical marvel when they created that bike? Well, let me put this out there as well. If you compare the bikes, the GL 1800, and you compare it to the new 2018 Goldwing, that bike is 146 pounds lighter. It has basically the same engine. So let's just kind of look at the specs on it. The GL 1800 weighs 933 pounds. The new Goldwing weighs 787 pounds. That's 146 pounds difference in weight. On the new Goldwing, you got a 5.5 gallon tank. On the GL 1800, you had a 6.6 gallon tank. So that's a 1 gallon difference. The new Goldwing is 1 gallon less than the GL 1800. Let's look at the engine. On the new Goldwing, you got 1833 cc's. On the old Goldwing, you got 1832 cc's. So basically, when you look at the numbers in comparison, the new Goldwing, the 2018, is pretty much the same as the second generation, or the GL 1800. It's pretty much the same. The difference is the weight, 146 pounds, and 1 gallon less. So let's just look at this. Let's break this down. Now, when you have an object, the heavier that an object is, the more energy that it takes to move that object. So if you're looking at a big Goldwing, 933 pounds, it's going to require more energy to move it up the road, which means more fuel. Now, if you look at the new Goldwing, 787 pounds, at 5.5 gallons of fuel, it's going to take less fuel to move it up the road because the engine size is basically the same, 1833 as opposed to 1832. That's just a 0.1 difference in size. That's not really a difference. Now, you do have an automatic transmission and an extra gear or two that will allow you to run lower RPMs. That will save you fuel. But the question that I have for you, did Honda really make a technical, logical marvel when they created the DCT engine? But I don't really think that's a deal breaker. Think about it. I'm not talking about the LEDs. I'm not talking about Apple Play. I'm just talking about the engine alone, because it's the same size as the GL 1800, 0.1. So technically, in theory, if I take 146 pounds off of this bike, I could technically ride the same distance as the new Goldwing because the engine size is the same.
Damn!
But that's just my opinion. It's not scientific. And I would love to just see a study on that. If I take a GL 1800 that's 933 pounds, and I take a new Goldwing that's 787 pounds, which is 146 pounds lighter, could I travel the exact same distance if the GL 1800 was 146 pounds lighter? Because it has the same engine. I think it basically can travel the same distance. Now, it may go a little bit farther on the new one because it has automatic transmission, which it lowers the RPM, but I believe that it would go the same distance. So my question is, did Honda really make a technical, logical advance when they created the DCT engine, other than the automatic transmission? The heavier that an object is, the more energy that it takes to move it. The more energy that it takes to move it, the more fuel that it takes. So if I make something lighter, that means it takes less energy to move it, therefore less fuel. But it balances out. Is there really a difference? So in other words, if I put 146 pounds on the new Goldwing and made it the exact same weight, which is 933 pounds, would it go a greater distance than the GL 1800, or would it go the same? I believe it'll go the same. And if that is true in my theory, and I have yet to test this, then basically Honda did not make a technical logical advance by making a DCT engine of the exact same size as the 1832. I don't see the big advance there other than the automatic transmission and the extra gear. I mean, we only talking 1 gallon of gas different. Gasoline weighs 6.3 pounds a gallon. So why did not Honda leave a 6.6 gallon tank on the bike? As a matter of fact, why didn't they just add an extra couple gallons? If gasoline only weighs 6.3 pounds and you added a couple extra gallons, that's only 12.6 pounds. So is the bike really going to lose that fuel economy on 12.6 pounds of fuel? I don't think so. So why did Honda reduce the fuel tank down to 5.5? But they tell you that the bike will travel the exact same distance as the GL 1800. You see where I'm going there? The heavier that an object is, the more energy that it takes to move it. The lighter that an object is, the less energy that it takes to move it. So did Honda really make a technical logical marvel by giving you the same engine other than DCT? So I believe that there's really no big advantage other than DCT. To me, that is the only thing that I believe that bike has going for itself. Now, I do like the LED lights. I do like the electronic windshield. I do like the Apple Play and the digital dash and the navigation. But the saddlebags are smaller. The trunk is smaller. You know, they've taken away the foot warmers. So did Honda really make a technical logical advance into the future by reducing the weight, by reducing the fuel tank, but they gave you the same size engine? What do you guys think? Drop me some comments down in the comment section below. And don't forget to sign up for this Chris Caliente YouTube channel. Don't forget to sign up for the Chris Caliente Goldwing Riders. And don't forget to sign up for the Chris Caliente Goldwing group. This is your boy Chris, out on the Goldwing. Out on the Goldwing. Riding 2 up with Miss Caliente on the back. Giving you guys some food for thought. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys at this time. This is your boy Chris, out on the Goldwing. Out on the Goldwing. Riding 2 up. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya. Oh, my friends, I say and I say again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been bamboozled. You've been led astray. Run amok. Hog swoggled. Bushwhacked.